Hi everyone, in this video we are going to evaluate this indefinite integral. We have the indefinite integral of e to the x all divided by 1 plus e to the x dx, so with respect to x. Let's go ahead and carefully work through this. So to do this, we're going to make a u substitution. I'm going to let u be equal to the bottom piece, which is called the denominator, 1 plus e to the x. That's going to be our first step. So we'll identify our u substitution. And typically u is whatever's inside or whatever's on the bottom. Those typically work as substitutions, but there's no hard fast rule for what always works. Now we're going to take the derivative of both sides using what's called differential notation. So taking the derivative of u, we simply have du. The derivative of 1 is 0, so I won't bother to write it. And everyone knows that the derivative of e to the x is e to the x. So here we have e to the x dx. Again, we're using what's called differential notation here. So this piece here, as you can see, that's going to be our du, and our u is the denominator. So let's go ahead and make that substitution. So our original integral is equal to, well, the numerator is just du, and the denominator is just u. And this is a familiar formula. If it's not familiar, you can write it like this. Maybe it's more familiar when it's written like this. This is equal to the natural log of the absolute value of u plus our arbitrary constant of integration, capital C. However, we are not done, right? We have to go back to the original variable, right? The original variable was x, right? So what I'm going to do now is just write this as the natural log of the absolute value of 1 plus e to the x plus our constant of integration, capital C. Now, if you have an attention for detail, you might notice something peculiar about this answer. It is not necessary to have the absolute value because 1 plus e to the x is positive. Does that mean this is wrong? Absolutely not. It means it's perfectly correct, but you could have written the answer as the natural log of 1 plus e to the x like this, with just parentheses, and this would be a solid solution as well. So both are perfectly acceptable. If you enjoyed this video and you felt like you learned even just a little bit of math and you want more examples like this, you can find them here on my YouTube channel for free. Or if you want a great book, check out my book, Superpowered Calculus. The link is in the description, and it's also available on Amazon. Take care.